What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I bring some Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle news in regards to the newest cards coming to Dokkan on the JP side, of course. Ultimate Gohan and Buutenks. Why Buutenks? I don't really know, to be honest. I assume they're probably saving Buuhan for another occasion. I feel like they could have also gone for a dual Dokkan Fest where they had like Buuhan versus Ultimate Gohan, but then again, that wouldn't really make sense because they never really fought. Buuhan absorbed Gohan. Beside the point, Buutenks and Gohan are newest units, and let's go ahead and jump into what these cards actually do. First and foremost, I want to say a big shout out to Tallen for the translations. If you're not already subscribed to him and following him on Twitter, then make sure you do so right now. Both of those links will be in the description below. First and foremost, let's get Buutenks out of the way because no one really cares about him. So he provides the same leader ability as Broly, except he does not add a boost to defense. It's only plus 70% to HP and attack, and a plus 3 key to physical types. So you'll probably never ever want to use him as a leader card unless you absolutely have no other cards to run as leaders. His super attack does seal super attacks, similar to what we saw in the past Buutenks, and his passive is actually kind of cool. Super enemy types minus 50% defense, and then own attack plus 100%. So you can actually hit fairly well, and if you're facing off against hero events, like for example the upcoming Ultimate Gohan event, he does reduce the defense by 50%, which can be sort of useful. Now as far as his usability, I can't really say yet. I mean, he reduces defense. The only thing I can think of right now off the top of the head is if you combine him with Sin Shenron, who already reduces defense by 30%. So let's say you have Sin and physical Buutenks on the same turn. That's minus 80% defense. You can do some crazy damage to an opponent when they have that little defense. But then again, it's all theoretic. I don't know how much of a big difference that's going to be against some of these events. So it's kind of up in the air. So I guess until the card comes out, and if I pull it, I'll test it. But for now, I don't really know. What do you guys think? Is Buutenks actually useful? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. His super attack is really, really cool, though. So at least he has that going for him. For now, at least. I don't know. Let's talk about Gohan, though. Now, Gohan actually puts the ultimate in his name. Ultimate Gohan is a monster. Half Saiyan category, which by the way, we have no idea who's in the Half Saiyan category yet. My first thought that comes to mind is basically any hybrid Saiyan in the series. So LR Trunks, LR Gohan, Pandal, yada yada yada, Gotenks. If you can run all those hybrid Saiyans on the same teams, that's going to be a monstrous combination. I mean, for starters, think about this. LR Trunks and LR Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan on the same team. That is an insane combination. On top of that, if you just go ahead and toss in Whirus, remember Whirus? We talked about him the other day. You toss in Whirus, who's going to basically provide a bunch of ki to Gohan, as well as Trunks. This team's going to be unbeatable. Not that these teams haven't been unbeatable in the last couple of releases, but this team especially is going to be unbeatable. On top of that, it gets a 130% attack boost and a 170% HP and defense boost, which is a first. Normally doubles do the same, but this time they kind of staggered it. So 133% is going to go into attack, and then 170% is going to go into HP and defense, which means you're going to be super tanky, and you're going to have a lot of HP. Now again, I do want to stress we have no idea who's part of the Half Saiyan category yet. For all we know, they're not going to include everybody. They did this once before when Gogeta was announced, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. When he was announced last time, we all thought all fusions were going to be part of it, and then by our surprise, Potero wasn't included. So for now, that's up in the air. But my dream team right now, if this is as what I think is going to be LR Trunks, LR Gohan, Pandal, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Whirus. Whirus won't get the boost from Gohan, but he will provide the key needed for Gohan and Trunks to do crazy damage. LR Gohan, that is. Now, his super attack also raises attack each turn, and his passive, this is the interesting part, super type defense plus 50%. So if you do run Whirus, at least you get some defense boost for the card. And then, of course, you got the standard 120% boost when he attacks. At this point, it's just assumed every single card that comes out is always going to have a 120% boost when he attacks. Now, this is the interesting part. He has a medium chance to guard against all types. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it's a cool extra gimmick that they included, with the card. I thought when they had the medium chance to dodge and counter for super attacks with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, that was cool. It wasn't the main focus of the cards, but it was a cool extra gimmick. Personally, I think they missed an opportunity. They should have done Burst Rush to those who played Xenoverse. Burst Rush is the infamous Gohan counterattack in that game. And instead of doing a chance to guard, they could have done like a medium chance to counterattack, and that would have been an extra little cool thing to do. Now, granted, that would be really overpowered. I'll be real with you. But again, it's a gimmick. It's not meant to be like something that's going to activate every single time. It's just when it activates, it's cool. But hey, at least you have a medium chance to guard, which by the way means you block. So even if you get attacked by an agility unit and you get, the guard to activate, you're not going to take a lot of damage. So I guess that's kind of cool. It's kind of like a 20% chance to beat Janemba, I guess. Is it 20% chance? Something like that. So it's a cool extra gimmick, but it's not the main focus of the cards. I think the best part about this card is the fact that this Half Saiyan category could be monstrous. Now, the only thing I'm kind of worried about is this is dipping into some crazy territory as far as power. Now, if they're introducing a team that's going to be as powerful as this, theoretically, of course, what does that mean for future events? Like, how hard will the Gohan event itself be when you take it on. So it's like they have to balance it out somewhere. They're not just going to keep just dumping off these crazy units that are going to be super crazy overpowered. It's going to make the game more and more easier. To counterbalance that, they have to do tougher events. So as far as I know, Gohan was a crazy hard event back in the day. So I'm sure they're going to take that same event and boost it to the next level and then add that next stage, and then it's going to make it crazy hard. So I assume that's what they're going to do, but I have no idea. What do you guys think? Are you worried that Dokkan is becoming more and more overpowered? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And by the way, that says something. Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that fusion team was already so freaking powerful, and now you have this team that actually competes with that. That is insane. So the question is how much more powerful and overpowered will these units become as you go into the future of Dokkan, and what does that mean for future events? Are they going to make it more and more tougher? What does it mean for free-to-play players? Like, where's the balance, Bandai? What are you going to do? So that's kind of another conversation I want to start in the comment section below, so feel free to discuss down below on what do you guys think about the future of Dokkan with these newer units as they get released. So yeah. Ultimately, I gotta say, Gohan does put the ultimate in his name. He's definitely a card that I definitely want. It's something that we've been asking for a long time because we hadn't had a really good adult/ultimate Gohan card in a very, very long time. If I can remember correctly, I think the last one literally was the intelligence, physical, and the agility one from way, way, way back in that meta. So I'm glad we have Ultimate Gohan back, and they came out with a bang too. Whew. Think about this, man. 170% boost to HP and defense. You're going to be ultra tanky and have a lot of HP. Like they got to make some crazy events that cause a ton of damage. So what does that mean for other units? So if you run like a 90% team or a 70% team, will you be able to beat these future events? So it's like a lot of questions to ask, and I guess the only way to really answer is to experience it as we go into the future of the game. But yeah. Anyways, that's everything. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Hashtag Ultimate Hype if you're excited for this card. And of course, when the banner comes out later this week, you can expect some summon videos and hopefully a pull them, as well as showcases and teams and all that stuff. So keep an eye out for all that. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see you guys in the comment section below. Peace.